did a brief press statement that was shared with the press. So primarily I will just go with a summary of issues that we intend to address. I think the media and the public is aware recently that the President of the Republic of Liberia wrote the legislature and presented a budget for February. You're also aware that the official budget of the country was received by the pro tem and the deputy speaker, even though we are currently on recess. So technically the budget isn't before the legislature yet because it's not been presented to the both plenaries. But it's our understanding that the legislature will be recalled so that we can address the issue of the budget. The issue I want to address is that while we support the president's agenda to address the issue of road connectivity, especially on his 100-day deliverable, there are fundamental principles that the government has to observe, especially in spending the country's money. In February, the legislature approved $2 million as a support towards the president's 100-day deliverable. But what has caught our attention, a very serious violation by the Ministry of Public Works, is that the Ministry of Public Works has gone ahead in total contravention of the Constitution and the PPCC Act to award until 1 million Liberian, 21 million US dollars to feed contractors. Now, the questions that we need to ask, what is the source of funding for that 21 million? And what it did is that they awarded a contract on a letter to proceed. And normally what that means is that you're telling the contractor, go and credit money on behalf of Liberia. And once the money is credited on behalf of Liberia, it becomes a liability on the country, and the country has to pay. And the Constitution is very clear, very, very clear. The Constitution, Article 34, Section D, Article 34, Section D, and subsection 3 is very, very clear. It says that no loan shall be raised or guaranteed without the authority of a legislative enactment. Now, what I mean is that if you want to credit money on behalf of Liberia, you have to come to the legislature. The Ministry of Public Works can only use now, the only thing they can use are $2 million now. We don't even have a budget. But now they have asked companies to go and credit $1 million. Who's going to pay for that? So that's a violation of the Constitution. Besides, it also violates the PPCC and the PFN law, which say before you contract a services or work to any company, the money must be available. There should be a source of the money. In this instance, there's no source because there's no budget. Nobody knows where the money coming from. That's a violation. So we want to draw the public attention, even those who are the contractor, not to proceed. And even the bank, because there's a history on this. On the line in the Bali administration, they had the same problem when they were issuing a letter to proceed. And they put Liberia into $60 million there with a commercial bank. And they go through the process and begin part of Liberia debt portfolio. And people have to come back to pay that money. We don't want to see things. So the mistakes in the past, we don't want to repeat it. Now, people may say, well, that rule, yeah, we want to do rule, but it must be done properly. We want to do road, we want to make sure that you go through the project. If we have budget, and the budget will approve, say we have 50 million now or 100 million now in the budget, and PPCC or Ministry of Parliament decide to say, no, we're looking for people who can pre-finance because we already get money available, but the money is not readily available, but the money is approved. You can go to any company, follow the procurement process, and say, do a pre-financing because money is available. When the money is available, we'll pay. But in the instance, there's no money available. But Liberia have been committed. They are trying to commit the country. So what we're trying to do is to stop it. We want to call the contractors who are involved. A few of my colleagues and I are writing an official letter to the Senate for the Senate to take action. We wanted to raise this for the public to know that this is not right, this is wrong. And I've gotten the blessing of a few of my colleagues that we're ready to protect the Senate for the Senate to take appropriate action. Because this thing has been happening, this thing has to stop. So I just thought to give you a summary of what is going on, what we intend to do. I will share the press release with you guys. I can use it. We need transparency. Good governance cannot start with bad governance. Good governance cannot start with bad governance. So how should we, if we don't act now, public work will not commit the country to $200 million or even the budget by the way they're proceeding. So if you just imagine, we say, we authorize you to spend $2 million, now you spend 21 million. So who's going to pay for the extra 19 million? So I just thought to brief the press, and thank you for coming. We'll share the press release with you, so you can let the public know that the Senate, some members of the Senate, we are currently now writing, we've done the letter. The letter is going to the Protem. We hope the Protem will put on the floor because it's a serious matter. This money belongs to the Liberian government. And if you want Liberia paying it, money, you got to go through the appropriate authority. Especially critically, those are constitutional provisions that has to be answered by both the Minister of Finance, the Minister of Justice, the Director of PPCC, and the Minister of Public Works. Thank you very much.